7. This is the news at 10.
Wind gusts, low visibility, and snow. That's what it looked like just about 90 minutes ago outside of our studio here at KTVB when many of us got that snow squall warning. Good evening. Thank you for joining us here on the news at 10 this Christmas Eve. I'm Shira Matsuzawa, and I know a lot of people got that emergency alert earlier today, and it was immediately followed by the question, what is a snow squall? So let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Rick Lance to explain. Rick.
Well, first of all, we had the snow squall warning. And again, let me emphasize that it expired at 8:30 for this evening. But let's see if we can pick it out through here. If you see out here, you can see the rain. And you notice how it changes to snow as it gets around Caldwell. And that's about where the squall started there. Basically, a period of heavy rain for a short period of time. So a burst of snow, 5 to 10 minutes or so. And that was the case in Caldwell. Gusty winds. Boise had a wind gust up to 45 miles an hour. And the big concern with these are whiteouts. In other words, if you're traveling, especially if you're on the freeway, it could kind of cause some real difficulties in seeing for just a short period of time, but getting through that. So fortunately, at least we haven't heard of a lot of difficulties with it, but here's it's moving on through. And if you notice, there are warnings in red, and blue there are advisories, so they're all over the West Coast. So when we talk about these squalls, it's unusual, but they can happen, which means that we do have weather that is moving a lot, vertical mixing up and down, which means that in spots something could form like it just did at the west end of the valley. So I'm not ruling it out again, even as we look at tomorrow or Sunday, just be kind of careful with this as it moves through. But with it, we do have those storms that are going to be moving into the west to the southwest. Now, we're noticing here the wind gusts for tomorrow are generally out of the east. So because of that, we are likely having a little bit of that effect, rain shadow off the Owyhees with these east winds. That also starts to dry out some of those storms as they enter into the valley. And it's all part of a parent storm that's off the west coast, which just means that we have some surges that are moving in. So for tonight, hey, everybody's looking for snow. Here you got 8:30 for tomorrow morning. There's snow, and just to show you that we get a break, but then in the afternoon it starts to snow again. I'll be back to talk about snow showers and how long it will last.